online classes. Participation fee only 750 kwacha per session. Investing in Zambia stocks every Friday morning from 09 hours to 12 hours. Learn how to buy and sell shares on the Lusaka Securities Exchange, Iluse, analyze companies and make smart investment decisions. Investing in government bonds every Saturday evening from 18 hours to 21 hours. Understand how to invest in government bonds, earn stable returns, and build long-term wealth. Each 3-hour session is packed with practical strategies, expert insights, and live Q&A to help you invest with confidence. Register and pay online at www.insightpartnersafrica.com or send your payment via Airtel Money to 0977 445 604.
Back on, of course, Inside. Okay, I'm talking about Ndalama Insight right here on ZNBC Radio 4 on the Breakfast Show Tuesdays, as usual, with one Mukonkela on the Breakfast Show. Mukonki, good to have you on the show. Good to see you, man.
Nice to be here.
All right, things are good. Your weekend was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the weather's good.
The weather is nice, eh?
Nice.
And now I can even wear a heavy pajama.
Oh, right.
Because it's cold now.
At least you managed to divorce yourself from those blankets this morning.
Yeah.
All right. So getting back, today is I like this. Okay, why women in Zambia, most women in Zambia, must stop leaving financial decisions to men. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So today, this morning on the program, we're actually talking honestly, yes, about money issues as usual, because your financial future deserves the truth. By the way. Okay, and of course with Mukonki, who is actually the chartered accountant, fellow of Zika, and not forgetting CEO of Inside Partners Africa. And of course today, a very important question that some people may find that comfortable, but it's something that a lot of people ask every day. Why are so many women in Zambia still leaving their financial decisions entirely to their husbands, to their father, or to the men in their lives? Okay, what's the real cost of that? If you continue doing that as women, where do we begin, Mukonki, honestly, with this issue? And I know it's been happening, year in, year out.
For centuries, for years, women have relied on men when it comes to financial decision making. So I want the women to gather here today. This is a women's program, but the men can also listen in Chilufia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we are not discussing anything that excludes them.
And I'm here with them.
All we are asking for is a seat at the table. That's all we are asking for. So this is an honest discussion that we need to have, because Zambia, as well as women across the world, not just Africa really, know very little about money in their households. They're excluded from financial decisions, particularly if you're a married woman. You don't know what assets exist, even assets that exist in your name or your husband's name. And you only discover this when your husband dies, or you are facing a financial difficulty, or unfortunately you divorce. So that's when you get to start unraveling your financials with your partner. So it's very important that we have this discussion truthfully.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So is this reality as widespread as you actually suggesting right now? Just give us that picture of where Zambian women stand financially right now as we speak.
It is actually, Chilufia. So if you look at research done by FSTZ Zambia through their FinScope survey, it tells us that there's a significant gender gap in financial access in this country. Women in Zambia are more likely to be excluded than men from access to finance. And women in Zambia depend more on irregular income compared to men. And they have no formal savings accounts in their names. And this survey also shows that women leave financial decisions entirely to their husbands. So there is a survey that backs up this discussion that we are having today.
Okay.
Yes.
Does this include also, let's say, a woman who actually earns a good salary? We have a lot of them out there who got a very good salary at the end of the month. So does it mean even them actually depend on their men when it comes to decision making financially?
It's interesting, eh? You find that even financially secure women, they've got good jobs, they earn perhaps even a bigger income than their husband. You'll find that there's really a difference between earning that income and taking control of that money.
She's giving it to the husband. She's a good wife. If you ask me, I would say she's a good wife.
She's a good wife, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's respecting her husband. Okay, I've gotten paid that. Here is the money.
So there is a difference between making the money and telling the money or determining how the money is used in the household. Even for financially, well women, we still have this issue, and so it's about ownership when it comes to those women that make a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, for me, if you ask me, people who are listening, the men that are listening, are saying, okay, traditionally speaking, that's a good wife.
I know, right?
Yeah,
we are going to talk about that very soon.
Oh yes. So help us understand, okay.
Yes.
Why is this still happening in 2026? What is really driving it?
So you're talking about a good woman, right? So why does this continue happening? It's because of our cultures. And also, as Christians, Zambia is a Christian nation. We blow that trumpet all the time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And as Christians, we are taught, I am a Christian, I read the Bible. What I know is we are taught that the husband is the head of the family, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
So that's what the Bible teaches us, and we follow that religiously. So that also means that a lot of women leave financial decision making to the husband because of our Christianity, even our cultural upbringing, the way women are taught. We are honoring our husbands, we are respecting our husbands. So really, this for me is at the core of why women continue leaving financial decision making to the men. And also, personally, when I was younger, Chilufia, I used to dream of just getting married and just having this nice house and a husband who's working for me and is bringing the money home. I'm just enjoying the money with my children. That's what I used to imagine. So women also love to be taken care of like a princess. We want to be taken care of like a princess. So we want to leave the hard work to the men.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So at the end of the month, bring your money, and then I'll use that money to take care of you. That's what we're taking. That's what we're looking at here.
No, that's not what
decision making. A man is doing that now.
That's not what we're looking at. We're not looking at that, Chilufia. What we're looking at is you can make your money, bring it to the table. Let's have a discussion as a family. Let me be involved. Let me have a seat at that table.
Beautiful.
Because most times, some men, it's not everyone, who make financial decisions excluding their husbands. I've heard of men that have bank accounts unknowing to their wives. In fact, I'll tell you a story of a Nigerian. Nigerians are wealthy, right? A lot of Nigerians are wealthy. So there was a wealthy Nigerian who had stored money abroad and bought properties abroad. So when he died, the wife discovered the assets that this man had abroad and bank accounts, and that's in Europe. But then to access those accounts, the Europeans told the wife to say, your husband has to sign the documents for you to access this. And he didn't give us authority for you to access this money, nor these assets. Can you imagine? The man is dead.
Wow.
So the woman had to struggle. I don't even know if she ever recovered those assets and money from the European bank accounts. So it is that serious. So what I'm trying to say here is it's not about excluding the men from the discussion. It's about let's do this as a partnership for the benefit of our household. That's what it is about. But for many years, women have been excluded because some men are afraid of the power that women will access. When you speak about money, you're speaking about power, Chilufia.
Oh, yes.
And for many people, the way they control others is to ensure that they have limited access to money. And women, unfortunately, for so many years, have been part of that group that's been excluded from access to finances because men are afraid that women, when they access finances, they'll become powerful. That's really what it is.
Oh, yes. I like that. The last point, very powerful as well. Okay. So in short, we're saying love does not protect your finances or your financial future, but knowledge does.
Knowledge does. And like I've said, this is a partnership. The strongest households, in fact, those that have peace in their households are those where both the husband and the wife understand the finances as a family, and they both understand the assets they own and the debts they carry, and they're working towards a plan together. these are the families that enjoy a nice marriage, a nice partnership, a nice relationship. Chilufia,
Oh,
I
yes.
hope you do that with your wife.
No, of course. They say teamwork wins. At the end of the day, you're one. When you get married, you're told you're one, right?
Exactly.
So even finances have to be dealt with in that way.
Yeah.
Okay. This cannot just end with problems every time. Okay. So what must women in Zambia do starting from today? Considering what you just told them, and then others are listening and saying, okay, yes, I've been doing this. I've not been involving myself so much. Where do they start from?
So women need to start getting involved in their finances. And the very first thing you need to do is have a discussion with your husband. We need to know how much he makes, how much I make, what assets do we own, in whose name are these assets, what bank accounts do we own. And also, I know there are couples that have joint bank accounts, which is a great thing. But as a woman, you can also have your own bank account, perhaps a savings account in your name, not linked to your husband, because sometimes that becomes the only access to money that you have in the household. All right. So women also need to start creating assets just in their names. And I'm not saying they shouldn't disclose this to their husbands. Their husband has to know, right? So have some assets in your name as well. This has happened always. I used to watch, when I was young, I used to watch this Zimbabwean, I think it was on ZNBC, called Neria, is it? It was Neria, right?
Neria, yes.
Where that Zimbabwean widow and stuff, right?
Yes. Yes.
So remember, I used to watch that, but I didn't really understand that story until I was much older. These things happen and they continue happening. The only time we get to discover what our husbands owned is when the man has died or there's a divorce and we are fighting over property. And then when you don't even know how much you contributed to this household, if it's in a divorce, because what you're going to get from your marriage if you're divorcing is what you contributed. That's what it is now. So you don't know what you contributed. You need to know, ladies. You need to know, love is not going to protect your financial future.
Oh yes! Wow! Okay. I know. Time is also racing with us. In conclusion, what are we telling the women out there? In conclusion, on this very important topic you brought today.
Chilifa, all I'm trying to say is, research really backs up what this discussion is about. Women have been excluded from making financial decisions. We need to be at the table. And this is not to compete with the men. I've always said this. It's not to compete with the men. It is to ensure that our household is healthy. When we have healthy finances, we also have a healthy relationship. We also have a happy family. And women are very instrumental when it comes to making this family really happy. So let's get involved when it comes to the financial decisions in the household. Let's not just sit back and say, my husband does everything. And this ranges from low income earning women all the way to high income earning women. I've seen women, she's a house help, the husband is a gardener, and she's always relying on the help from the husband, who's just a gardener and is earning almost the same amount of money. She's like, no, bamuna banga this, bamuna banga that. And she never talks about her income. She's so proud of the husband's work, but not proud of our work. So we need to change that and also be part of the financial discussion and also contribute to our households and also know what we own as a family. So this basically is what I'm trying to communicate, Chilufia.
Wow. Okay, thank you very much. And how do they get in touch as you close up?
So women, I've also done some research on my YouTube channel, which has, oh wow, we've got like 2 minutes to go. Oh, I'll be fast. So our YouTube channel has now reached 22,000 subscribers. I really want to say thank you so much to everybody on YouTube. So right now there's Simon, there's David, there's Mwamba. Thank you so much to all of you. We've blown up this channel in a week. We've gained 1,000 subscribers. But I've also looked at research on my YouTube channel. Majority subscribers are men. Very few women have subscribed to this YouTube channel. And I'm wondering why. Where are you ladies? Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies? Perhaps this is why we are excluded from these financial discussions. So today, ladies, find me, Mukonki Mukonkela, join the YouTube channel, share my channel to all the women groups that you have. women are so organized when it comes to women groupings. Share my channel, because very soon this Ndalama Insights radio program is going to end, but the YouTube channel will continue going on. So let's join our YouTube channel and also Telegram group. I will share the link to the Telegram group, which you can follow later on, Chulufia.
All right. Have a great week. Have a great day as you continue doing what you do.
Thank you so much. You too. And good morning, Zambia. Thank you so much, ZNBC. See you next week.
All right. That was Mukonkela there, chartered accountant, okay, and CEO of Insider Partners Africa, joining us on Ndalama Insights on Radio 4. Keep it right here. Next week, we'll be back with